Good evening, and welcome to my midweek recap here for Apple. A few trades I have taken today. First of all, Monday, quite a bit of activity on my part. Got here the 15-minute time frame. Let me zoom in a little bit here for the 5. A little bit of a clearer picture of the trades that I did take. Okay, here on Monday, break below the VWAP. Got in 165 puts at 370. Bids started stacking up here. Got out at half of them at 390, the other half at 370 once I got a break above a green candle. Later on in the day, price action did start to climb up, had a nice hammer candle plus volume right there on the 5-minute basis, got in 165 calls at $4 and right back out at $4 once it failed. So even trade there. Towards the end of the day, got in some 18 May 170 calls at 268, rode those up the next day, half off here at 320. 321. Should have taken more off up here once this inverted hammer candle came in, but I was stubborn. I was ideally planning to hold this for earnings, but break below VWAP, went ahead, got out at 310. Price action did hold the 8 EMA there for the time being and continued much higher. And as we know, on Wednesday was a very nice gap up. Now, towards the end of the day on Tuesday, I did get into some 17 August 195 calls here at 107 on the open. Just held on to them. No reason to get out of them yet. But I did take a couple of other positions. I've zoomed in here a little bit just so it shows what price action looked like it was doing. I took the weekly 177.5 calls here at 81, half off here at 90, the other half at a flat dollar. Looked like sellers were going to start taking over, push it down, at least test the opening price. As you can see, it did come down, test one time, held VWAP, and started to climb up much higher. Now I can zoom back out. Later on in the day, over here I took half off here at 193 once it started to set up in a range and apparently sell off. Now when you zoom out, it doesn't really look like there's that much of a price action, but there's almost a whole dollar moves in between these consolidation ranges. I did not close out the whole position. I am still holding the rest of those 195 calls. If they do come back to break even, I will get out. Now going to my plan for Thursday and Friday. As I said with the S&P, if you follow my videos, you know what levels I watch. Looking at the red line is the 50 SMA down here for 172.5 calls. Yellow and blue, the 8 and 21 EMAs. Down here I will look for 170 calls. Purple line down here is the 200 SMA. I will look for 167.5 calls about 2 weeks out in the future. Now price action did gap up well above all these moving averages. So may have caught some bears on the wrong side. Today's action may have simply been bears covering their shorts. Only time will tell. But price action did come up, pierce this trend line, and may continue higher. As you can see at the end of the day, it touched the VWAP, which is this purple line, almost perfectly and caught some significant volume there to push it up higher. If it breaks below that VWAP, I expect it to come down to find one of these supports for at least a decent trade. Not really anything else to note on the Apple chart here. So that's going to be my trade plan for Thursday morning, Friday afternoon, whatever. Have a good evening. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Good luck.